Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So in this video we will try to see, for example, let's say that now if I click on this Prisma, so we are able to get this message. So fine, so far it is fine, but this one is an internal server error, right? So the user cannot able to understand this error. So we need to provide in such a way that if any fields are missing or something like that, for example, let's say that here I have saved it and I am trying to send it. So here you will be able to see that email is missing and email already exists. So these type of errors, so we need to provide in a user friendly manner. So how we can do it? So that means we need to validate the request body. So that is one thing. And one error which I have observed is, for example, if I try to access a URL which doesn't exist, if I click on the send, so we are able to see that URL doesn't exist, but here in our thing we are able to see some error. So what is this error is, cannot set headers after they are sent to the client. So this is happening because of server.ts. if we try to see. So here we are having the setting up of the global error, and this one is setting up this next new of thing, and here we are trying to send the response, and again we are trying to send the response if it doesn't happen. So here what I can do it is, if it is like this, then you can use an else part. Okay, 2 times we are trying to send the response, so that's why it is telling that headers can't be sent. So you can use it like this. And now what you can do, if I try to check the same error, so if I try to check it, let it run this one. Yeah, now the port is running. If I click on this one, now the same URL I can able to see, but here the error is not there. Or otherwise the another scenario which you can do it is, so you can remove this else part, okay, and you can paste it here and you can mark the return, and also here also you can mark the return or something like this. Now the response will be stopped here. Now if you try to check it, yeah, now the port is listening. Now here if I try to click on this URL which is not found, and now we are not able to see any type of error. Fine, it's this one error which I want to show you. Now let's go back to the validation thing. Now if we go back to the validation thing, so here if I try to require, so here error email is required. We need to show in such a way that instead of showing this message which is not in a friendly manner, we need to show the message. So how I can show this message? Let's try to see. So for validating the schema and all those things, I will be using a new package that is nothing but JOI. Okay, so JSON object here. So this one JOI, what is this JOI? It's the most powerful schema description language and data validator for the JavaScript. So now I want to install this JOI. So let's try to install the JOI. Let's install. So I am installing it, this one. Let's go here and I will stop the server, npm install JOI. So I am installing this one, let it install. So what I will try to do is, I will use this JOI as a validator. So by the time, let's try to open the documentation for this one. So if I try to open the documentation, here first of all we need to import the JOI, and here it is asking the schema and the object we need to pass it, and here it is taking the username and it should be a string and alphanumeric like this, and it's the required thing, and JOI.string. so like this you can ask anything, you can send it anything. So here you'll be able to see everything, and like this we are safe after sending. So now when you try to validate this one, so you'll be able to see the error comma value. Okay, so let's try to see, let's try to apply this one. Now if I try to go into here, okay, now it is installed. Let's run this one. Now we need to import this one, right? For this one what I will try to do it is, so in our controllers, so here we are having a schemas, right? So here I will create a new file. Okay, create user.schema.ts file. So this is the create user schema.ts file. So here I will be having the export default create user schema is equal to export default constant, sorry, schema. Okay, we should not use like this. I can use constant schema is equal to, so we need to use the JOI dot object. We have seen this one, right? So now we will be having, first one is the name, so it is JOI dot string. It should be a string, and also it should be a required. Okay, and the another one is the email, JOI dot string and dot required, and also the last one is password and JOI dot string dot required. Okay, so these are the 2-3 things which I would be trying to show you. So later on we will try to add it one by one. And here I will do export default create user schema. Okay, so we have exported this create user schema also. So now we have finished this one. Let's go into the server.ts file. So we have implemented this one. What we need to do, let's go to the server.ts, not server.ts file. Let's go to the user.server.ts file, service.ts file, sorry. Now here we are trying to create it, and we got the request body. And here what I would be trying to do it is, we are having create user schema dot. So we have a function that is nothing but validate, and we need to send the request body. That is nothing but the object which we are trying to think like. That's it. And now here you will be able to get the data constant, error, and also the value is equal to this one. Now here you will be able to console.log error and also the console.log. I will try to do the value also. So these are the 2 things which you will be able to see it. Now let's go to the Postman, and here the same thing, and I will click on the prism here, the output, and here it is trying to load it. Let's let it load. We got the error, and if you try to see the console, here in this console, see here you will be able to see the data which we are the request body, and also here you will be able to see the in the details message email is required. So now if I try to show you this one, here if error is there means, then here I can do response, sorry, here you are having this error, right? Instead of this one, what I can do it is, so this entire thing I can copy. Just I want to show you. I will go to the user.controller.ts file. Okay, and here in the create we are having it, and before this I will try to create this request.body, and this one create schema, and here I can do in such a way that if error is there, and I can do response.status of bad request. Okay, bad underscore request. Okay, so status codes dot bad request dot JSON of, so message errors, and here if I want to pass the error, so error, and here you can pass the error like this. Now let's try to see. So here I will try to return so that it can stop it immediately. Now let's try to see. So it is creating, going on creating. Yeah. Now here I will try to click on create. Now you are able to see the message errors, we got it, and the error, everything error. We are able to see the original, whatever the data we are getting, and the details, in the details we are able to see it. So this is how, so somehow we are able to capture the error. So we are able to show these all errors, but we will try to do the fine tune by using the middleware concept. So instead of writing all these things, we'll try to implement their middleware concept, so that all the time whenever you are trying to send a post request, something like that, it will be automatically validated. So that's it guys about the JOI thing. I will be providing this one, the GitHub repository URL, in the description below. So if you want to have a reference for this code means, you can have it. So that's it guys about this one. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.